Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Well, first of all, my hair is still air drying, so if it looks weird, that is why. I just want to let you know because I tried to tame it a little bit so that it doesn't look weird, but it's not really working, so we're gonna roll with it. But today's video, like you can tell from the title, is gonna be which products you guys picked for me earlier on Instagram. And when I say earlier, I mean it's almost been a month. It might be a little bit over a month as well, but of course once you guys pick the products, I try and test them out pretty thoroughly for at least a month and a half ish before I sit down and do one of these videos, which is like a subscribers pick my skincare. I should probably rename it to like Instagram followers, because I don't know, I just enjoy doing it more on Instagram. Like I post on stories and then ask you guys, but I'm trying to make it a little bit more for YouTube fam as well. Like YouTube fam, I always ask you in the comment section, like if there's anything you want me to try out, let me know and stuff like that. But yes, any which ways, let's dive right into it. We have 5 products to speak about because these were out of the selection, of course, but then there were also certain things that I just naturally gravitated to using, and you guys any which ways wanted to see my thoughts and reviews on those also. So it's a little bit of a mishmash. Certain products I have like a good full length review to share with you, and then certain other things I will share with you my caveats also in the process of like trying and testing out like kya hua basically. So let's jump right into it. Starting with first, something that you guys picked and you asked me to share my review on is actually a product that I've used in the past, loved, and it was actually a repurchase that was in my stash, and I did put it as an option just like for the sake of it, because I have noticed if all the products are new, then it becomes a little bit difficult to figure out what is going wrong in case something is going wrong. And this time around I did go through a lot of breakouts in the past 3 to 4 weeks, I want to say, so I'll talk about that a little bit later. But the product which I'm talking about right now is the Plum 5% Niacinamide Serum. I really like this Niacinamide Serum from Plum, you guys, because since it's a watery texture, I feel like this one is going to be suitable for all skin types, and especially the people who really enjoy niacinamide are ones that have more oily skin, and this is going to be a great niacinamide serum for anyone who has normal oily skin because of the watery texture, the super hydrating texture. If you do have dry skin, I recommend the 10% niacinamide, but just look at the consistency of this one, you guys. It's literally like a watery, really like easy to even work with. Like that's something I've also realized about serums, is that sometimes the texture is such that it doesn't pair well with other products in your routine. Like right now I'm using the Plum Resveratrol serum. Basically that one actually pairs well with the routine, but it feels like it's too like wet feeling on the skin, and it doesn't work well with other products. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, let me just say that. But this one I feel like is a very good addition, where it's not going to cause a problem with any other products that you have. So I think that's something that's really great. It's gentle, it's just great overall. So if you're looking for a really great niacinamide serum, I would highly recommend this one. Actually, I already have one more bottle in my backup, and this is something that you will see on constant rotation pretty regularly, to be honest. So yeah, I would highly recommend that. Then moving on to the moisturizer that you guys picked. Now I think this one got picked mostly because the packaging was fun for a lot of you. You said that out of all the moisturizers that were in the selection, this one looked the best and they looked the most fun, which was why you guys picked this one. Also, if you can hear the construction sound in the background, I mentioned it in a couple of videos, मेरे पीछे का जो building है वो basically टूट रहा है because it's going into redevelopment. So there's a lot of noise that's gonna happen. We'll just have to deal with it. So this is the Aqualogica Illuminate Oil-Free Moisturizer. This is the one that you guys chose. Now this one was very interesting to use because it's got this sort of creamy consistency. I'm not showing you the consistency of anything, but this one I specifically want to show you because look, it looks creamy right when you like pump it, and this was not what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a gel texture, but if you see, it's creamy but then dries down very, very quickly. And not because I used a small amount, even if I use more, it will still dry down pretty quickly, but it settles into like this sort of matte finish. And this reminds me, in fact, even the smell a little bit reminds me of lactocalamine, but the way it dries down on the skin also reminds me a little bit of that. So this is not the kind of texture that I typically look for in a moisturizer, if I'm going to be completely honest. Either I look for a creamy moisturizer that is going to be more hydrating, or I look for something that's gel based. I generally don't look for something like this, which is why it's pretty unique. And I did enjoy using it, I will say that, but I didn't use it too much because I was going through a little bit of a, like I said, breakout situation, and I didn't know what was causing it. I knew it was the moisturizer, either the one in the morning or the night, or like something was going wrong with the moisturizers, because it could not have been the serum, it could not have been the sunscreen. So something was going wrong with the moisturizer step specifically. So that's why I feel like I took a break from this, but I will be putting this back into my routine with the newer products that I'm using now, and see how it works. I would also say that these two sort of pair okay with each other, not the best pairing, not the worst pairing, but yeah, in case you were interested in knowing that, then yeah, for me personally this was a pretty meh product. Did not love it, did not hate it, and I don't think I would go back to it, but I would still use it up. And I do like the fact that this has got like 100 grams of product, so it's going to be more than your ideal standard typical size in a moisturizer. But yeah, that's the Aqualogica Illuminate oil-free moisturizer. I kind of feel a little bit meh about it. I know a lot of people are very excited about it, raving about it on Instagram and everything. I actually don't think it's that worth the hype, to be honest. It's pretty basic in my opinion, and not my personal preference either. Now moving on to our nighttime skincare routine products, so we have this Dot & Key serum. This is their watermelon super glow 10% glycolic renew face serum with kojic acid. Now this is one of the products I was very excited to try, because I thought this was going to be like a banger super hit, and it is. But at the same time, I do have some things I don't like about it as much, let me just say that. So first of all, this is your typical 10% glycolic acid serum. It's your standard watery, lightweight, runny consistency kind of serum. My problem with this is how strong this is. And keep in mind, I am someone who's pretty potent, like not potent, but I'm pretty tolerant to all kind of exfoliants which can be harsh on other people. I feel like those still work pretty well for me. I don't ever complain about a product being too harsh on my skin or too strong on my skin. I don't have sensitive skin. I generally don't tend to break out even that much. So overall my skin is not sensitive at all, and it's very tolerant to AHAs as well as retinols. So that's a little bit of background. If anyone's new to my channel, you did not know that, now you do. But this product is very strong. It's very, very, very strong. So if you are looking at buying this and incorporating it in your routine, I would suggest only using it maybe once a week, and then eventually after a couple of weeks I think you can move on to twice a week. That is how much I would personally use it if I had to. Otherwise I just think it's too strong. Also, if you are someone who's regularly using retinols, I would say when you're using this, give it a break at least 1 or 2 days after using it. Give your skin a break, just use a moisturizer, don't use a retinol, because it might sensitize your skin if you use this one night, and then the next night if you use a retinol, it might be too much for you. That's something I would do personally, which is why I'm telling you, go gentle with this product. Now that being said, the reason I did not gravitate for it much, and you can see I've used a little bit but I haven't used much, is because I have a pretty good routine as is. So when I'm adding a new product into my routine, I want it to fit into my routine. I don't want to shuffle and juggle my entire routine surrounding that product, because I just don't think that it's makes sense, it's necessary. So that is my main gripe with this product, is that if I do have to use it, I'm going to have to shift my entire routine surrounding this product. And I think I've pretty much nailed my routine to the point where I'm very happy with my skin. It's in a very, very good place right now. I don't want to change up things to incorporate this product into it, if that makes any sense. So that's why I'm a little bit unsure whether I will even keep this or not. I'm considering decluttering it or giving it to someone else who can use it. And of course, when I give it to them, I will tell them that please use this only once a week. If you don't use it more than that, because it's very intense. So I do want to give that advice to any of you. If you're looking for a gentle exfoliant, 10% glycolic acid, clearly not gentle, but yeah, please keep that in mind. Also, I don't know why my voice is this weird. Starting out, I thought ki initially hai bas, but abhi I know my voice sounds very croaky, which I'm very, very sorry if it's annoying you. I feel like I should have mentioned that a little bit earlier, but I'm telling you now. Okay, let's move on. Now let's talk about some retinol related products. So I have the Deconstruct retinol night cream that I was supposed to be using, and this is the other product which I feel like maybe this was the cause of my breakout, maybe it wasn't, I don't know, I'm not sure. This one I have used a little bit. I did like it when I used it earlier, but now I thought I will start incorporating this pretty regularly with that Totinki serum, the glycolic acid serum, and it's got a really nice creamy consistency and all that good stuff. It goes on well onto the skin, blends in, like everything is great. I was just unsure whether this is causing any sort of breakouts for me or not. So that's the reason I kind of stopped using it, which is why you saw I haven't used too much. I will eventually get back into using this, maybe when I can isolate my variables a little bit and then include this to see whether it's breaking me out or not. But yeah, if you saw my skin a couple of weeks back, like this cheek, the breakouts have pretty much completely healed, but a few weeks back was crazy. It was literally crazy breakout city on my face. So yeah, since I gave that product a break, like I used it for a couple of days but then I stopped, I'm like, I have to bring in some other retinol into the picture, and this is the one that I decided to go with. This is the Minimalist Granactive Retinoid 2% face cream. They call it a face cream, but it's a face serum. This is a very, very, very milky retinol, and I feel like every retinol should come with that label ki this is a milky retinol, and this is like a more creamy, easy to blend, or like a gel based retinol or whatever. I feel like that's very, very important to know, because I don't like milky serums. I have used a couple in the past, but did not enjoy any of them, did not want to go back to any of them. The only one that is sort of okay is the Totinki retinol serum, which is also a little bit milky, but I feel like that one is not hard to blend into the skin. This one, on the other hand, like if you're putting your retinol as your first step on the skin, like on a dry face, I think it will blend okay. But if you are using an AHA toner first and then you're putting on a retinol, again, I know I've gotten a lot of comments surrounding this, so if I'm gonna have a few more comments on this video also of people telling me that I'm gonna like mess up my skin because I'm using AHA and retinol together, chill out guys, chill out. My skin is perfectly fine. It's not broken me out, it's not caused any problems. If anything, it has helped to heal my breakouts that I was going through earlier, is using an AHA and a retinol together. So anyone who's going to come at me for that, I'm just going to like ignore you at this point. But yeah, coming back to this product, what I was saying is that if you are using an AHA toner first and then you go on with the Minimalist Granactive Retinoid on your face, I feel like it's a little bit difficult for the product to settle down on the skin and dry down and get absorbed, etc. So that is something that you do need to keep in mind with this one specifically. Apart from that, I think the results were great. They were okay. Of course, I'm not going to notice any anti-aging benefits or anything like that with using just one bottle. For that, I'm going to have to wait for 10 more years to see whether using all these retinols are helping my skin be more useful long term or not. So that's gonna be something that I cannot tell you right now, but what I can tell you is about how the product dispenses, what the consistency is like, how it blends on the skin, etc. And with regards to that, I would say this is pretty meh. It's actually completely empty right now. I got this out of my, okay, there's maybe a little bit that just came out, but yeah, I literally got this out of my empties bin to show you guys for today's video, but I wanted to let you know still what this is like, etc. And that's my final thoughts on that. So yeah, those are all the products that got the most asks basically when I did my Instagram followers pick my skincare, and yeah, that's that. I don't know why, like, suddenly I've got this brain freeze moment and I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, that was it for the video. Those are all the products I wanted to speak about, and I really hope that my reviews on these products were helpful for you guys. If they were, please let me know down below. If you've used any of these, please let me down below. Please let me know down below if you agree, disagree, whatever. Let me know. Do not leave a comment on the AHA and retinol. Please do not. Just leave me alone, okay? But yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and do let me know if there are any other products, like I said earlier in the intro as well, if there are any products you want to see reviews on that I own. Let me know that first, because of course it will be much easier for me to try and test those out and review them for you guys. But even apart from that, if there's anything else that you want me to review, let me know that too. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.